Welcome to Autism in Black Live. We are rooted in advocacy, not fear, rooted in truth, not stigma. Here, we center Black autistic voices, uplift Black families, and build spaces that are affirming, unapologetic, and full of joy. Whether you are a parent, professional, or autistic adult, this is your space. Together, we break down barriers and build up community. So grab your seat at the table. We're just getting started. Welcome back, y'all. It is Maria Davis Pierre, CEO and founder of Autism in Black, here with my man.
Going on, y'all? Dr. Barry Pierre, co-founder of Autism in Black. Back to you for another live. Back, getting into the groove. I love it.
Yes, and we are here to talk about multiple things today, but in about 2.5 weeks, we will be having our second annual Couples Co-Parenting and Caretakers Summit, which is completely virtual, and general access is completely free. So you see that website scrolling across the screen, autisminblack.org/summit. Go there, secure your ticket so that you can join us for a weekend full of amazing content and community.
And what I love is, again, is just this is our start of the year. This is the first of many amazing events we got planned out for the year of Autism in Black, as we are still, really, getting from vacation mode from the conference. And it's one of these events where now we get to put the focus on a particular group within the Autism in Black community that has continued to show us love for all of these years. So I'm very, very excited for this upcoming summit.
Exactly. Do you want to start today with talking about the structure of the summit, or how do you want to go before I make my other announcement of other things that we're doing?
Yeah. I think it's interesting. Like I said, if obviously this is gonna be your first time hitting up a summit, then everything's gonna be new to you. But for in the past, like I said, we've gone through different transitions of summits. I can tell you, when we first started doing the summits, we kind of modeled it like the conference, where everything was kind of in this live fashion. But we realized that, you know what? We had so much interest that, like, the variables were there. We're like, all right, you know what? We may can't do it live, right? So, let's hit it pre-recorded. Let's kind of, just get the audience who's there and provide it to them, and which has worked. But what we want to do this year is we still want to give that live feel, but not necessarily live as far as the presentations are concerned. And I think that's one of the biggest changes. So you're going to see me or Maria, throughout the weekend, and we're just going to be kind of live streaming the lectures, giving our points of view, answering questions when we can, in that regards. But we want just so we can keep the attention. As well as getting people to make sure that, they check in, right? Because like I said, we have some amazing presentations. We have some amazing, people, and amazing just conversations that need to be had. And we want to make sure that everyone knows that the energy is for us that weekend.
Exactly. So typically, like Dr. Barry said, is when we first started doing the summits, we would be live for that completely one day. So when we started summits, it would be one day and it would be live for 8 hours. Then we transitioned into a 3-day format with everyone having access to the recordings for that weekend. And now what we're doing, but in all of that, Dr. Barry and I's keynotes have always been live. So we will keep the 3-day format. Friday is our kickoff call. That's where you come on and we prepare you for what the weekend holds, what we're getting into, getting your mind frame right, getting the community foundation there. We're kicking it off. We're telling you what to expect. Saturday, it always opens up with a keynote. because this is the couple summit, you will be having a keynote of the duo together. And, usually we're the duo together at the conference and the couple summit. So you'll be getting a keynote from us. What's going to be different is that we'll have our keynote and then we will play some of the sessions. So the sessions are all still pre-recorded, as Dr. Berry stated. Then we'll start playing the sessions. Dr. Berry and I will do another keynote, kind of ending up the day. And then on Sunday, we will start with some of the pre-records and then have a break and then have our closing, which is where we do the closing, tell you about what's to come, do giveaways, because we know y'all like the giveaways for those who have been engaged throughout the weekend. So that's the difference. We know that what people have enjoyed about the pre-recording format is that they can watch it at any time. So you'll still have that option to watch at any time, but some people like to have that accountability of, let's watch the session together. Let's be able to be in the chat together. Let's be able to, feed off of one's energy together. So we're giving dual options because we know that everybody takes in information differently. So you'll have the ability to still watch the session on your own. So you could watch the pre-recorded live with us and then still go back and watch it again if you want to, because it was so good. So you have multiple options throughout the weekend. If you're on the free pass, you'll have the access to all of the recordings from that Saturday to that Sunday evening, maybe going into Monday, depending on when Dr. Berry takes it down. If you have, get the upgrade to the all access pass, which includes the summit recordings, note takers, last year's recordings, and all types of other bonuses, then you will have lifetime access to the recordings, which is held in a different vault on our platform. I think I've explained everything, babe.
Yep. And for right now, especially for those who register, we don't have the current schedule up yet, but we will have. Definitely for those who register, we'll send you guys an email. We'll also update the registration page. But obviously, if you already registered, you don't need to go to the registration page to find the schedule. So we'll be sending out the schedule as well, so you'll know exactly, hey, what time will these lectures be kind of live streamed for either Maria or Barry to kind of hop on and kind of have conversations. And it's always been good because even when we've done our format where it's a couple live sessions, whether it be a panel, whether it be a solo, whether it be a group, and then the rest pre-recorded, y'all always check in, right? So I figured, and that was the reason why we made a change. It's like, oh, you know what? They always rock with us when we do the kickoff. They always rock with us when we close, and they always rock with us when we do it live. Let's just especially because me and Maria are usually there. We're usually available on the weekend anyway. We're usually kind of hey, why don't we just kind of watch it together? Especially because as we're going to be kind of gearing up especially for our community members, for those who may not be aware, we have a membership community as well too. We're going to be kind of watching presentations, and that's what we're going to be doing as well too. So in fact, now I think about it, I'm just off the top of my head.
Here you go.
About something. We'll be sending out an email to the community tomorrow about the watch party this week. So shout out to the membership community.
Oh gosh, yes. Shout out to our membership community. We have some comments over here on IG. Yes, with Yes, he says, good afternoon. Hi, how are you doing? Glad you are watching us. So yeah, that is the plan for the weekend of how we want to engage, how we want to keep you all engaged. There are, like I said, as I gave an examples of yesterday, so many great sessions that we have that it's going to be hard to choose because we're obviously not going to be able to play all 14, 15 sessions. So, it's going to be hard to choose which ones that we play, but it's going to be amazing. And like I said, you're still going to be able to watch each and every session that is there. But we want to make sure that when we're playing the recordings live, we're giving a balance of taste of all the topics that are there. So we'll play sessions regarding co-parenting, regarding mental health, regarding fathers and mothers and grandparents. So we'll make sure that the live ones that we play are across all topics.
Right. And then I let you did kind of mention the fact that yes, like even though we would live streaming those as well, we will have all of those presentations available for you to watch. Almost like an on access type pass. So again, you can just pick and choose. Like, all right, I want to watch this, and that. Whether boom, I know what time it's coming on the schedule, or I'm just gonna watch it, with my family. You can do so. Like I said, you'll have the opportunity. Definitely at least till Monday, because I never take it down Sunday anyway. So it's always Monday for the most part. But it's always, like I said, it's always an exciting time, because again, it's one of those things where we get to be. We love it because we get to be hyper focused, and we don't have to. We're not fearful of kind of missing out. Like, oh man, I had this. Oh, they wanted like, and that's why we get so many presentations. I think sometimes can be a little overwhelming, because you get like all this information, and that's why I always encourage people to get the recordings, so you're not feeling like you're having to force feed yourself with a bunch of presentations in a 3-day span, because we typically. When is it, that Friday they get the vault access? Or I don't know what they do.
That's Saturday morning. So usually Saturday morning around 8 or 9, because our keynote kickoff is usually around 10. So before 10 o'clock, everybody has access to the recordings to start watching them. So yeah, you have all day Saturday, all day Sunday, going into Monday to digest.
Right. Yeah, and that's why we don't take it down usually till Monday, because like I said, it's difficult to get through all of that in a 48-hour span. And we kind of recognize that, so that's why we always encourage people to get the all access pass, so you don't have to feel rushed. But if you don't get all access pass, again, you got almost like 72 hours to binge watch, right? Almost like Netflix. You get 72 hours to kind of binge watch and get your fill of the Autism in Black experience for the Couples Co-Parenting Caretakers Summit.
Yes, we got some more comments over here on IG. Glasswing Organic says, I just signed up. This will be my first. I'm looking forward to it. And yes, he says, all is well. First time. I'm also a provider for persons with disabilities, and this is great. Thank you for finding us and signing up. This is your first Autism in Black event experience, and we like to go big or go home with our events, even our free ones. So this is a taste of what it is to go to an Autism in Black event. So this is going to be a very exciting time. This is our second year doing this particular summit. I think every one of them has had 2. Going into the girls, this will be the third girls summit, but this is our second year doing the couples summit. And last year was heavy on the couples side of things and relationship side of things. And this year we have made sure to try to have a buffet of topics. A buffet. There are some amazing sessions and amazing speakers. So it's going to be good, guys. So make sure you are getting your ticket. There's no reason for you not to sign up. There's no reason to say, oh, this isn't for me. No, it is for you. If you are raising a Black autistic child or supporting a Black autistic adult, then you need to be getting your ticket to this summit, because it's completely free and it's completely virtual. You don't have to pay nothing, and you ain't got to go nowhere. So getting your ticket and signing up to be able to have the access to all of this wonderful information, because one thing we stand on is not gatekeeping information. So you have the freedom to come and join a weekend full of information regarding the Black disability community. So there is no excuse for you not to be attending this summit, because it's accessible and it's there for you.
Indeed.
Moving on, we did slightly announce what our next, it's not our next summit because we have one in between, but our September summit is the Autistic Adult Summit. So if you were at the conference, then you know that just like the moment you saw Dr. Berry had a few moments ago where he was thinking about something in his head, he announced to all of us, including me, at the conference that we were going to be doing Autistic Adult Summit this year. So that is happening, and it is happening September 11th through the 13th. I believe, yes, that's the date, September 11th through the 13th for the first ever Autism in Black Autistic Adult Summit. So we are now in the call for proposals. So if you go to autisminblack.org/proposal, you will be taken to the proposal form to be able to submit your proposal for this summit. You will see some posts. Should be some posts scheduled to come out later this evening regarding proposals and what we're looking for. So as we stated yesterday, we are in the start of our fiscal year. So we have an event happening every month between July and October. So our July one is the Couple Summit. Should I tell them what the August one is? Because we kind of skipped over.
Good August. Oh, Educators. Yeah, Educators.
August is Educators, back to school, doing Educator Summit. In September, we are doing our Autistic Adult Summit. So we are in the call for proposals phase for that Autistic Adult Summit. So if
just a quick little FYI, because we typically get this a lot. I know a lot of y'all are going to use some type of AI, ChatGPT, Claude, something to kind of figure out.
Use it.
To kind of figure out, hey, what can I talk about, right? And let me tell y'all what happens, right? I don't know if y'all don't realize that because we get the results. What invariably happens is that a lot of y'all will put y'all are just kind of copy and paste like the theme, and then ChatGPT will give you like some options to talk about. But then what happens is when we have to review it, we end up getting like 10 people talking about the same thing, the same breakdown, the same. And we be like, what's going on? Like, oh yeah, that's right. So like when y'all do it, ask ChatGPT, hey, give me about 3 or 4 different variations that don't have. That way y'all can have, especially if y'all not used to it, right? Because I understand, like if y'all not used to using AI, like y'all get the first couple and like, oh, I'm gonna run with this one. And that like if you think the first one is good, imagine how many other people are gonna think the first one is good as well too, right? And then what happens is we just end up choosing the first person who submitted, right? So you might have a fire presentation
process that the team goes through.
Yeah,
but the thing is, ChatGPT knows who Autism in Black is, because I've gotten people who've said, I found you because ChatGPT recommended. So ChatGPT is very familiar with who Autism in Black is, very familiar what our brand is. So if you're just putting it in there, it's going to spit out the same thing. And what we and the team has noticed is there's a lot of similarities when it comes to proposals. People can tell when you're using AI because then out of 300 proposals, 150 of them are very identical.
Right. And I don't mind if you use AI. I just want y'all to use it like that. That is the way I would use it, is I would take the theme, say, hey, I want to do a presentation proposal for Autism in Black. Boom. Like give me like 5 different options. Give me 5 different variations. And then when you get the variations, you say, okay, I like 2 and 3. Now give me a couple variations based off 2 and 3 that don't sound like the others, right? Like make ChatGPT go to work, right, to give you a great presentation. That way when we read it, we're like, oh, this is different. Oh, boom. Yeah, we got to have you on. Because again, I'm telling you, what happens is, we go like once we get the first couple, we're like, oh, we already seen this before. And then we stop looking at the others. Yeah. Right. Just give you a heads up.
And ChatGPT formulates Autism in Black as a very family brand. So a lot of the proposals are family based, but our summits are specifically nuanced. So you'll be going into ChatGPT, putting your proposal in there, coming out with a family proposal, which is not going to fit for an autistic adult summit. So be mindful of, if you are using AI, that you are putting in what the summit is about, so that you don't get a family proposal for something that is for autistic adults.
Right. And just to kind of get some background, I think one of the reasons why we wanted to do an autism adult summit is if you saw some of the pictures from the conference, like y'all saw that I was having a lot of great conversations with a lot of the people at the conference. And what a couple of people kind of mentioned is that, hey, we love autism, we love the presentations. We don't want to keep talking about the kids, right? We don't want to keep the focus on the kids, right? Because not unfortunately, but like what typically happens, a lot of the conversation, a lot of the energy, a lot of the effort is geared towards children,
This year's
and not
conference
for the adult.
We did
Right.
better with this year's conference. It was a
Right.
nice even
Right.
balance, which is probably
Yeah.
what started a lot of the conversation, is because we talked so
More
much about
adults, right?
adults.
So the energy, the effort, and y'all already know once you turn 18, how all of a sudden the resources, like, so the question becomes, like, after you're 18, when you're an adult, like, hey, what is life like for us? And I think that's where we're like, oh, you know what? We need to have a summit where we are focusing on just the adults and adult related conversations, dating, finances, end of life care. Like that's really like the goal of this summit, the adult summit, is to really say, hey, like, go put the kids away somewhere. The grown folks are talking.
Yes, exactly. So we're very excited about this particular summit. This one is very personal for me as a late diagnosed autistic adult. And I know members of our community are really looking for this. We're getting a shift in our community and getting a lot of late diagnosed adults who are looking for community, who are looking for individuals who understand. And this is just birth from a lot of those things happening at the right time. So this month, July 24th through the 26th, we have our couples co-parenting and caretaking summit. August will be our educators summit. September is our autistic adult summit. October is, of course, the girls summit, in addition to South Florida pop-up, which, we'll talk more about that when we get closer to it. So you should be registering. There's two things you can do now when it comes to Autism in Black. One is register to get your free ticket to the couples co-parenting and caretaker summit. Free ticket, virtual. You can be from wherever you want, wherever you at, watching and getting all this information for free. You can, of course, upgrade to the All Access Pass and have lifetime access to the recordings and all the bonuses. The second thing you can be doing is getting your information ready for your proposal if you want to be a speaker for the Autistic Adult Summit. We get a lot of people who are like, oh, I want to speak at the event. Now we're doing a call for proposals. Now is your time to submit. You have until July 24th to submit your proposal. Okay? July 24th. You go to autisminblack.org/proposals, and you can see that it's detailed of everything that we're looking for, the topics that we're looking for. So you have time between now and July 24th to get those proposals in, because what happens is July 25th, people will be like, I want to be a speaker. I see that, you're having this summit. Can I still submit? We get about between 100 and 300 proposals, depending on the event that our team has to look at. So accepting 301 the day after, we cannot do. Even if it's really amazing and it's everything that we're looking for, it's hard to do. So make sure you are submitting that proposal by July 24th. You can go to autismblack.org/proposals. So you guys should be gearing up for a lot of Autism in Black events that are at no cost happening between now and October. So you have the opportunity to get your taste, understand who we are. And if you like us, you can join our community. If you like us even more, come to the conference, come to the gala that we're doing, all of these events. So you have the opportunity to get a nice sampler of the content that Autism in Black puts out. So you can go your ticket to the summit for free, and you can submit a proposal to be a speaker at one of our summits.
Love it. Exciting. We're gonna see y'all tomorrow.
We'll see y'all tomorrow for the live. We know you guys are getting back in with us as soon as we become more and more consistent. We know that you guys will be on here. So you'll see us tomorrow evening for another live where we'll do some more talking about our couple summit and the Autistic Adult Summit as well. So enjoy your evening and we'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, y'all.